So this video is going to go with a challenge that one of the 7 days of challenges that I'm hosting at a Cherry on Top as part of my guest designer spot this month over there. And so I just wanted to talk to you live a little bit about this challenge. So the challenge for today is to do that thing. You know what I'm talking about. That technique that you keep looking at and thinking, someday I'm going to do it. That sketch that you really want to participate in and really want to get your hands on and create a layout with and haven't done it yet. That layout that you love and want to try to scrap lift. Whatever that thing is, the first thing that comes to your mind and you think, you know what, I really want to do this. My challenge to you today is to do that thing. So for me, my challenge, my thing I want to do is I have I took Shamel Lane's The 20 Project class. I watched all the videos, I looked at all the PDFs, but I have done very, very few actual layouts to go with the class. I also then did Shamel Lane's Design Decisions class, which just started. And I've started getting the videos for it. I've started doing, looked at it. But again, I haven't done a layout for it. So I'm combining a little bit of one of the lessons from the 20 Project and a little bit from one of the newer lessons from Design Decisions. And that's what I'm going to base my layout on because that's my thing that I want to do. So now I'm going to go ahead and put you on fast forward, and my dogs are fighting or playing, one of the two. So sorry about the little noise in the background, and I hope you enjoy my process. Bye! So quite unfortunately, my electronic devices and I then had a battle of wills, and quite unfortunately, my electronic devices won, and I ended up losing a huge chunk of footage for this video. I was able to salvage the end part of the video, so I'm going to let you watch my process as I go ahead and put down my title and embellish my layout, and I'm going to talk to you about everything I did before this step. That seemed like the best way to still be able to salvage my videos so you could see my process and also show you a little bit of my layout. So all of the products I'm using are Jelly Bean Soup Chit Chat Chowder, and I love this collection. It's really different from a lot of the things I would usually buy and use. I think colors and such that I would maybe be drawn to, but sometimes it's good to mix it up, and I really, really, really love this collection. I also really want to get the other new collection by Jelly Bean Soup called Hearty Hodgepodge because I really think that the colors are a bit similar, and I think I would really enjoy that one too. So what I did was I started by marking off 1 inch in around a sheet of white cardstock, and then I created a frame using abandoned coral, peacock feathers, broken china, and fossilized amber distressed ink. And what I basically did was I just inked up my little dauber and I just ran it around in a circle motion all around the edge of the frame using all 4 colors. Then I cut a sheet of this polka dot paper to 10 by 10 for that frame. And one of the things I'm trying to do is I put away my vintage photo distress ink and I am inking all my edges in colors. So all the yellow things are inked in fossilized amber, and all the circles are the pink is all in abandoned coral. And this is something different for me. It's not something I do a lot, but I really took the time and matched ink colors to all my different layers. So I used 4 different distress inks. Also around the edge, I then took the distress markers that I had that matched the colors. So I used the broken china marker and the fossilized amber marker, and I doodled a little bit around the edge. And as a last little bit, I just scattered some matching enamel dots all around my frame to create that frame for my layout. And so the next thing that I did was I did my journaling in Mermaid Lagoon, also in a distress marker instead of my Muji pen. So you can see where this is going here. We're playing with some of my inks that I don't play with very often and some of my markers that I don't play with very often. And we're getting them out and getting some use out of them. So you can see here for my title, I decided to use a clock as part of my title, and I was hoping that it would be easy to read that it's time with family, and I decided that instead of writing out the word time, I would use the clock because I really would never use a clock too much. And there's actually a little bit of a funny story to go with the top picture. That's my oldest son, and yes, that's an ice pack on his face. So I went ahead and grabbed the little frowny face, and the story that I'm telling goes with the top photo much more than the bottom. The bottom photo is just a really nice photo of my sister and I that I thought was really, really cute. But the journaling really relates just to the top photo, so that's why it's kind of right there in. And since I had the frowny face, I decided to get that wood veneer piece. That's the smiley face by the photo of my sister and I. And I'm just going to embellish all of these circles. I'm also going to go ahead in a little bit here and I'm going to grab my circle punches. First, I'm going to go through the wood veneer to give some different texture to the layout, and I'm going to place a wood veneer piece in each one of my embellishment clusters. And then I want to bring so you have the 3 main circles on the layout, and I wanted to bring the patterns into all 3 circles. So those 3 circles are larger circles, and then I'm going to go ahead and you see my punch, my little circle punch there. I'm going to punch more circles and place a smaller circle of each of the patterns of paper into each section to help bring those patterns and scatter them throughout the rest of my layout. And again, I'm going to ink that star paper with abandoned coral, and I'm going to ink the pattern paper with broken china and the yellow heart paper with some fossilized amber. And I'm just making sure now that, you know, all the main parts of my page are there. And I'm just making sure now that I have a nice amount of icons and different textures, and that if I'm putting a die cut in one embellishment area, I'm putting a die cut in all embellishment areas. If I'm putting a wood veneer in one spot, I'm putting a wood veneer in each spot. So the last little bit of what I'm going to do to this layout is I'm going to grab some No Yoking Shimmers Mist, and I'm also going to grab some Cotton Candy Shimmers Spritz, and I'm going to use my handy dandy empty glue pen to splatter my layout with those different colors. And that will complete this layout and my example piece for the challenge at a cherry on top. I hope you will come over and play along with us for a challenge or two. We're also doing a couple mini games over the weekend that you can earn points for. I would love to see all your amazing creations, and I cannot wait to see all of you lovely cherries and the layouts that you create using your thing that you've been meaning to do for a while. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you again later. Bye!